What's up, my dude? Yo, big shout out to all you boys becoming a member of the channel. Man, I'm getting people joining up the memberships when I'm not even live streaming now. It's getting crazy out here, boys. But I just want to say big appreciation. That is the biggest way to support my channel, is to hit that join button on the front page. I try to give you boys as many, perks and stuff like that I can possibly give for it. And we're going to keep building on that, obviously, with all the live streams and everything. We're going to keep everything rolling. We're going to keep it going. 2022 Supercross predictions, okay? So, we gotta lay out the framework here of this, okay? So, the T-Sipper Predictor has had a perfect track record. I'm talking motherfucking flawless track record when it comes to predicting Eli Tomac's, how good he's going to do in a Supercross season. If you don't remember, I predicted every single year, right there like 2018, 19, maybe even 17, 18, 19. I know all three of those years, you know how everybody thought Tomac was going to win those Supercross championships because he got so close right there with Dungey that one year. And then every year after that, people were thinking, now Tomac's going to do it. Now Tomac's going to do it. And I swear to God, I predicted before each one of those Supercross seasons, I was like, I don't think he's going to do it this year. And then the next year would come around and people would be like, oh, Tomac's for sure going to do it this year. I'd be like, don't think he's going to do it that year. But I swear to God, when I made my prediction before the 2020 Supercross season, I was like, you know what? I think Tomac's actually going to do it this year. I swear to Pastrana, that's exactly how that went down, bro. And so I literally predicted all the years that I thought Tomac wasn't going to do it, and then predicted the one year that Tomac did actually win the Supercross title. Oh my gosh, man. So, and also predicted the year before Plessinger did really good as well in the 250 class. I was like, you know what? I think Plessinger is going to do it. I don't know when that was, like 2018, something like that, 2019. But anyways, so what does the Spider Spency Boys senses? What is the psychic? What am I getting before this 2022 Supercross season? So, everybody and their grandmother has changed teams. We all know that, right? So it's going to be really shaken up in that sense. But I think Tomac's going to do at least as good as he did last year on the Kawasaki, which wasn't super impressive, but he's at least going to do that good or better. I'm getting this inclination that Tomac's going to do pretty good on that Yamaha. I think that's exactly what he needed. It's going to be like a fresh, start, kind of like making him feel like he's on a new team again, and he's not really got to do that a whole lot in the 450 class. So, and of course, it's on Star Yamaha. Tomac, from what I heard, he wanted to go ride for Star Yamaha, so he's exactly where he wants to be. I think that, I don't know. It gets tricky when you start getting into that Roczen Webb shit, right? By the way, let me know down in the comments what your guys' predictions are. I would really like to take a look at that. I don't know what all everybody's really. There's just so many freaking riders that they can win main events. They've done it before. I mean, shit, Roczen's got a 450 outdoor title. He can be bad to the bone in Supercross. It just depends on. The deal with Roczen, I think he's going to be really good at the first half of this season, but it's all in, can he pull through at the last half of the season? Because if you don't remember, last year, everybody and their grandmother thought, oh my God, look at that, Roczen's going to win, Roczen's going to win, look at the points. When Roczen went on that 3 streak in a row of wins, and we all thought, good God, these other boys don't have nothing on Roczen. And then we get to the midpoint of the season, Webb starts kicking his motor again and getting going again, and then before you knew it, Roczen was right back there, not in the points lead. So, I don't know. I think Roczen, Tomac, Anderson, there's a lot of these boys that they're not going to be in this shit for that much longer. I mean, in the grand scheme, Osborne retired, And then obviously you got like, dudes like Cianciarulo, Plessinger, Webb. Man, I don't know. I think Cianciarulo's going to win a couple of main events. I really do. I think he's going to win a couple. Plessinger, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Something tells me Plessinger's not going to do quite as good on that KTM, but I could be completely wrong with that. I don't know. I think he was on his way to be really, really good on that Star Yamaha. But as far as Webb, I mean, I don't think Webb's going to come out and be beating and banging and doing crazy shit, I think it's going to be Webb plays that long game, you know what I mean? He plays that championship game. A lot of these boys play that win a main event game, right? But Webb plays that I can get a podium in every motherfucking main event and beat you boys in the championship at the end of the season. So, I think Cianciarulo is dead set on main event wins. Plessinger is dead set on main event wins. Ferrandis, obviously. Wicked in outdoors. How much of that is going to carry over to Supercross? I don't know. I mean, he's gonna be up there. There ain't no doubt about that. He was decent last year in the 450 class. Barcia, I mean, first round, second round, amazing, and then falls off the face of the earth. That's probably going to repeat again. Let's see. So, yeah, this is kind of the 450 class right here. 250 class, man, I don't know. You would have to assume Jett Lawrence would be up in there. Obviously, Justin Cooper and Colt Nichols, you'd have to assume they would be up there. Colt Nichols did not impress me at all in outdoors last year, or this year, for me making this video. Certainly coming off of a 250 Supercross title, he had a rough outdoor season. And then you got dudes like Forkner, Shimoda, all them boys, Mickadoo, old Shimoda and Mickadoody. Man, I don't even know where all them guys are going to fit in. I have no idea. And then you got the one dude off of the KTM team on 250. You got the dude coming up on the 250 Honda team. You got obviously both of the Lawrence brothers. We still have no idea really what coast everybody's going to be in. So I can't really speak too much on the predictions of that. I mean, I think Forkner is going to be like crash or win, basically, because you guys know he can, if he even does halfway decent, he's going to point out of the 250 class this year in 2022 Supercross. Malcolm Stewart, I wanted to kind of swing back around to him. I think he's going to do good. I don't know if he's going to do better than he did on the Star Yamaha. I'm not sure. I don't know. Malcolm Stewart's kind of in a weird place right now. Like, he didn't get the 450 ride right after winning the 250 Supercross championship, and I think that put him in a really weird place. And then, I don't know. I think the Star Yamaha fit him really good, and I wish he could have stayed on it, but it is what it is, You got, I think it's like Dean Wilson, Malcolm Stewart, and I don't even know who else is on that Husqvarna 450 team now that Anderson left and Osborne retired. They don't really have like a big time dude on that Husqvarna team right now, which is kind of crazy, but sometimes that's just the way it goes, right? Anderson's one of those. I think Anderson's going to do pretty good. I think Jason Anderson is going to do pretty good. He's going to do better than he's been doing these past couple years. I can promise you that. He's going to do better than that for sure. I think you're going to see like Anderson, Tomac, Ferrandis up there like early. And then I think dudes like Webb and I don't know, maybe Tomac will hold on to the end of the title chase. I don't know, man. This is a really tough one to predict in any kind of way, but I think all I can really say is I think Tomac's going to do better than he did last year. I think Anderson's going to do better than he's done since he won his Supercross title. I think that Roczen is going to... I still don't think Roczen's going to win the title. I don't think dudes like Cianciarulo or Sexton, I don't think any of them boys are going to win the title. It's going to be like either Webb, Tomac, I'm kind of right there on Webb or Tomac for the title, you know. It wouldn't shock me if Tomac won the title in 22. You know, it really wouldn't shock me at all. Tomac's been kind of laying low on that Yamaha, you know, not too much footage on it. It just, I don't know. I'm getting that vibe like Tomac's going to be whooping some ass on that bike, dude. I really, especially now that it's been proven in the 450 class with Ferrandis at this point, it's like, bruh, there ain't no excuse now. You know, I know there for a minute it was like, oh, them Yamaha 450s kind of suck, or they're like not set up right, or they're not built right, or they're, you know, with the JGR Yamaha team, and then that factory in-house Yamaha team, you know, the one that Webb couldn't do anything on, Plessinger couldn't do anything on. But the whole dynamic around the Yamaha 450 has kind of changed at this point, so I mean, I think Tomac's going to be right there fighting for wins like every single race. And as far as Roczen, I mean, man, I feel like Roczen's been beat down too many times to, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if Roczen can do it, man, as far as a championship, you know what I mean? I mean, Roczen can go in there and go on a 3 streak or get some wins and do all that, but I just don't know if he's still got it to be able to actually win the championship. I just don't know if he's going to be able to do that. But yeah, I think some of your faster guys in 2022 is going to be Tomac, Anderson. I mean, Sexton is going to be good, like, but I don't think Sexton's going to win the title, you know. If I had to pick one person, I mean, I would say probably Tomac for the title. Of course, Tomac can go out there and wad up his shit and blow his pants off like he's done before, but you know what I mean? But that's kind of where my thought is on it. But it's such a crazy year with everybody changing teams. You just can't predict. I mean, this is one of the years you just really can't predict anything with it. But if Tomac was ever going to win another Supercross title, I think it's going to be in 2022. You know, he wants to prove that he can do it on another bike. He probably wants to retire on that Star Yamaha. And it just would all make sense that, you know, everything would come together where he could go in there and win one on the Yamaha. But, yeah, man, I'm trying to make sure I didn't forget anybody here. The Suzuki team is like a joke at this point. What is it? Twisted T Suzuki? Let's see. I mean, Dean Wilson, like, I don't know. I mean, Dean's a cool guy, but he ain't never gonna win another championship. He ain't never gonna. It would absolutely shock me to see Dean Wilson go out there and even get like a podium at this point with how stacked the field is. But I don't think Plessinger is gonna do quite as good. I think Webb is going to be basically kind of like he always is. So he's going to be in there. He's going to be in the fight towards the end of the championship. I mean, I think Roczen's going to be good at the first half, not as good at the second half. I think Tomac's going to be better than expected on that Yamaha. I think Cianciarulo is going to go out there and win a couple. I don't know if Cianciarulo is going to be able to pull it all together for a championship. I think Anderson's going to be better than expected. So that's kind of my predictions on it, man. But either way, appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think, and I'll take a look. Later, dudes.